Welcome everyone to another JMPR miniature gaming review. Today we're going to be looking at Marvel Crisis Protocol Mystique and Beast pack. This is an interesting one because these have actually been out a little while now, and this is the first time I've done, I think, an unboxing with some characters that I've actually already played with / against. Because I've been playing a few games on Tabletop Simulator with Pat, and he has been playing a lot of Avengers / X-Men, and I've been basically putting Mystique into most of my lists that I've been playing recently, because she is, well, I found her to be extremely useful. So let's actually get the miniatures open. I've been waiting to get these for a while now, and just with 4 packs coming out at once, I just couldn't justify getting them straight away. So, and obviously, you know, we've got Christmas coming up and everything as well. So, let's have a little look at the build sheet there. Beast has got a couple of options, a couple of different head options, one with specs and one without, more of an angry face. And he's got the hand sort of punching or reading the book. I've pretty much decided what I'm going for, I think. I might decide otherwise once I start building. And then we've got Mystique. Looks like a pretty nice, easy build on both of them, actually. Although I won't do too much till we're done. So let's take a look at the sprues. So Beast is on a medium base, which is nice for his movement. And obviously Mystique is on the smaller bases. And we got the Mystique sprue. And most of the details on this side. Some people are doing some really nice conversions and paint jobs with Mystique, like part transformation. The Xavier's school sign's cool as well. So that's the Mystique sprue there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. And Beast, a few more pieces. You've got his girder there. You've got his head options. Book, the fist, body. So I've already got Storm and Cyclops painted up. So that's the sprues. So what we're going to do is build them up now and then take a look once they're built. Okay, and we're back, and they are all built. Well, I say all 2 of them. Mystique was a pleasure to put together. Very simple, just a few pieces. Everything went together nice and easily. And it's just a really nice sculpt of Mystique there. Beast, I don't know why, he just felt like he was difficult. He wasn't difficult to put together, he just felt like a bit more of an effort. And as I'm sure all of you are guessing, I went with the intellectual Beast. It's just too iconic from the cartoons, him hanging upside down reading. I was going to flip the beam like I've seen other people do, but I decided against it. Did put his coffee cup up here though, just so you know, he can have a sip of beverage. I probably won't use Beast that much in games. I'm definitely more of a bad guy player at the moment, and I thought this way it just looked cooler. I definitely want to give X-Men a go at some point, but I'm still plenty of other factions that I haven't tried out yet. I think Guardians are definitely the good guys I want to play around with. Just because I know Pat has no interest in playing as the Guardians, so I want to try and keep as many different rosters open, especially when we can start filming actual games in person, which will be, well, not soon, but hopefully as soon as possible. So let's take a look at the cards that these 2 come with. So we've got a reprint of Advanced R&D. Character may send up to 5 power to play this card. Choose any number of allied characters equal to the power spent, and each of those characters gains 1 power. Actually a really nice card for just sharing out some power, especially if you've got characters that are gaining power. Like Beast, actually, which you'll see in a minute on his card, he can pick up power, and he's not a power-hungry character, so actually using his image there is kind of a hint that you might want to be using this on him to share out his power. And again, there he is with his book hanging upside down. I already regret not making him so he's hanging upside down. We have the Books of Truth, which is a Brotherhood of Mutant card, reactive. When an allied Brotherhood of Mutant character is attacking or defending, at the end of the modified dice step of the attack, before the calculate success or failure step, it may spend 2 power to play these cards. This character rerolls all of their attack or defense dice, including skull results. That's pretty cool. So you can literally wait all the way to the modify step and then decide to reroll. So you can at least see. I'm trying to think of the order of things. So you'd be able to see what the opponents rolled and what crits they've added, and then choose to spend 2 power to reroll everything. So that seems like a good card, useful. Not the most powerful, but certainly 2 power with a reroll and high dice is going to be pretty good. That's some cool artwork on that one. And then the card of the pack. This one I've had some excellent use for already, which is the Deception card, which is unaffiliated, active, and Mystique may play this card. There's no cost, she can just do it. Choose an enemy character within range 4, as long as there are no other non-dazed enemy characters within 2 of the chosen character, you may advance this chosen character its speed toward this character. And again, a wicked piece of artwork there. But yeah, just such a useful card. Anyone knows that by deny, you can use it to deny opponents' objectives, or just pull a character towards your lines so you can beat them on them with other people. Tokens, got a couple of X-Men tokens, a couple of Brotherhood tokens, stun, some activation tokens, and stagger. Pretty sure it's stagger. Right, the character cards themselves. Now I can't get out of the bag. Let's start with Beast. Let's zoom out a little bit. Okay, so Beast is a 3-threat character. He's got 6 health on this healthy side, movement medium, he's height 3. Defenses are decent, 4 physical defense, only 2 energy defense, but 3 mental defense. He has a decent strike, which is his acrobatic strike. Range 3, which is good. 5 dice, 0 power, obviously, because it's his basic one. Which, after this attack resolve, gain power equal to damage dealt as standard. On a wild, he gets ambush, which you then place this character within 1 of the target character. Now, it's not optional, you have to do it, which kind of awkward if you don't want to be moving, but still movement is good in this game. His second attack is 4 power 6 dice, which is expensive, range 2. After attack resolve, the character gains bleed, which is nice. And then on a wild you get float like a ... Before damage is dealt, the target character is size 3 or less, push the target character away small. And after this attack resolve, this character may advance medium. So having a medium move after the attack is nice as well, so you can sort of hit and run, and also potentially push the enemy character as well. Seems still expensive for 4 power though. Basic Instincts is a throw, not the best throw in the game, it's quite a weak throw, but throws are always good. Terrain feature or enemy character size 2 or less, within 2, and throw is small. So still, again, throwing them off objectives and things can be useful. Stars and Garters. After this character rolls defense or dodge dice, it may spend up to 3 power to use this superpower. For each power spent, the character may reroll one of its defense or dodge dice. That's really useful. Disconcerting, yet provocative. When this character rolls dice, after the effect is resolved, it gains 1 power if it rolled at least 1 skull. So that is where Beast can start generating some power. And then if you are carrying R&D, you can start dishing out. So his other side, he just goes down to 5 health. Everything else remains the same. He's a solid 3-threat character. His attacks are a bit lackluster. Acrobatic Strike is nice with range 3 and 5 dice, but it forces you to move closer to the enemy. If you don't want to, it can be a bit awkward. I mean, it doesn't say may, so I assume you have to. I can't remember if the wilds are. I'm sure it's a trigger, so I'm sure it would just do it. So I'm pretty sure you would have to if he rolls the wild there. But yeah, solid 3-threat. Obviously decent in the X-Men roster. I think there's probably better options in the Avengers roster, but Pat would probably give you a better overview on that. Now Mystique, 3-threat as well. She has 5 health. She is a long mover, which is great. She's height 2. She has the average defense line of 333. Her basic attack is a physical attack. It's pistols, which has a range of 3, only 4 dice. After this attack resolves, this character only gains 1 power, but it's a guaranteed 1 power no matter whether you do damage or not. And she has the rapid fire roll if she rolls a hit. So she has about a 50% chance of getting this off on the 4 dice, which is make an additional attack against the same target of the original attack. So it's not bad. It's potentially an 8 dice attack or two 4 dice attacks, and it's just chip damage. It will just chip away at them. You have Espionage, which is actually a really good attack. It's only 6 dice. It's 3 power. It's range 2. But before damage is dealt, the target character gains the stun special condition. So because that's before the damage, if you do roll well and you do 4 or 5 damage, 3 even 3 or 4, then they're only going to get 1 power off that. So having the stun before the damage is amazing. She has leadership ability, Freedom Force, Affiliation, Brotherhood of Mutants. Once per turn, after an allied character interacts with an extract objective token, after all effects are resolved, the allied character gains 1 power. Again, that's nice. If you want a basic, well, it's almost like a free interact. You're just gaining the power later rather than you're still spending that one before trying it. Additionally, allied characters may use the following interact ability. Interact with a secure objective token. Place a token on this objective token. While this token is in play, you are securing the objective. Remove the token if an enemy character contests that objective token. You may only have 1 token in play at a time as a result of this leadership ability. So basically it just allows you to hold that secure, but then basically bugger off and leave it alone. Which is actually really nice. She has Expert Sabotage, which is an action, costs 3 power, and the only downside is it does cost an action. I tried to use this the other day, but I'd already done my 2 actions, so I was a bit sad. Choose an interactive terrain feature, size 3 or less, within 4, and any enemy character within 1 of that terrain feature suffers 2 damage. The terrain feature is destroyed and removed from the battlefield. This superpower can only be used once per turn. Pat set me up really nicely. He had Doctor Strange on a building and Hawkeye right next to it, and I had already attacked and then moved. And then I was like, yeah, I'm going to blow it up, and Pat kindly pointed out that that was an action to do. And before swiftly moving Hawkeye and Doctor Strange away from the building. So just remember it's an action and don't be fooled, or don't get caught out like I was, thinking you'd set this amazing plan up and it all backfires in your face. She has Martial Artist, which just makes her that much more durable, with her 3 defenses, which any attacks within range 2 can add blanks to its total defense rolls. definitely one attack that Pat made against me, and I rolled 3 blanks and was just like, yep, that's 3 successes. Shapeshifter, which is really nice, and again, this is really useful against characters that do have defensive powers, a bit like Beast actually. During this character's activation, enemy characters cannot use reactive superpowers or reactive team tactics cards. So yeah, anything that lets them get some rerolls or add defense dice, like Strange's Hogarth's Hoary Wisdom, or even Stars and Garters from Beast, just can't do it. And I'm pretty sure if she took out Ghost Rider, he wouldn't be able to use his Deal with the Devil tactics card either. So, good one to be aware of. She also has Stealth, which makes her even better at running forward and doing things. Basically, running forward using hired muscle and getting those tokens to run towards me, and then leaves her a bit safer. Her injured side is exactly the same. She is I think she's a really solid 3-threat character, personally. I really like her, especially when I'm running her in Criminal Syndicate. Brotherhood, so far, I've played a couple games with them, and I've only used Magneto's leadership. I haven't tried Mystique's yet. So I will give it a go. I do think her leadership ability is pretty decent. Gaining the power for doing the extracts, and also being able to secure objectives without having to, and then running off and basically leaving it. So yeah, overall I think this is a really solid pack. If you want to play X-Men, if you want to play Brotherhood, I would say definitely pick it up. I would say it's mostly for picking it up for Mystique. Beast is a nice added bonus. But yeah, it would just be a case of, I don't know, Beast I think it's going to be good in X-Men, but maybe not see much play outside of the affiliation at the moment, but I might be wrong. Thanks for watching, guys. Next video is going to be Magneto and Toad, so I look forward to opening them up for you.